So a question I've gotten a few times is why did Freelee go back to consuming cooked foods after her raw food experiment? She said she was going to stay on raw foods for as long as she could, but meanwhile she was on them. She was consuming juices, which are not raw, and also bread, I think she was having. So, I mean, these are not exactly raw foods, but they're still vegan, so it's really fine. So the reason why she came back to consuming cooked food is because it's just difficult. It's really difficult, and I would say it's impossible. I mean, it would require a really high level of commitment to survive on a raw vegan diet for, a really long time. Obviously, it's doable in the short term, but it's really difficult to get all the calories that you need in on these high fruit diets because they're so low calorie compared to cooked starches, rice and potatoes, pasta, stuff like that, that it's difficult to get enough calories in, on those foods because you need to eat a lot more volume. It's going to take up a lot more of your day. And while it is healthy and feels great, it's just, it's easier, it's more efficient and more effective to get those calories in through cooked foods. So, her raw experiment, it wasn't going to last. It was never supposed to last, it was just a fun thing, it's just probably it was the season of some really tasty fruits over in Australia, and that's probably why she did it. And I can't imagine anybody sustaining a raw food diet for a long time. I mean, Fully Raw Christina, I really don't believe that she's been doing raw food for as many years as she says she has. She says she's been doing it for like a decade. I just don't think it's possible. It's just a long time to be doing only raw foods. And if you are doing only raw foods, then she's having lots of nuts and seeds and stuff like that, which are just not going to make her feel her best. So the whole point of eating cooked foods is to basically keep eating foods that are going to give you the best energy, so the most energy per bite, and also not make you feel, all fatted out and lazy and tired like high fat, high protein foods do. So that's really all it's about. I think, Freelee, having been on this lifestyle for almost a decade or a decade at this point, is fully aware of, what it takes to feel good and what foods make her feel the best. So obviously she would come back to cooked foods quite soon through her raw food experiment because it's a lot more fulfilling to eat cooked foods, and a lot of people are against it. They say like it's less pure, and I don't know, a lot of people are talking about this Whole Foods thing now, and it's just, so long as it's high carb, low fat vegan, you're really safe. Like, it really doesn't matter what you prefer, so long as you're getting enough calories in. So if you're a female, at least 2,500 calories a day. If you're male, at least 3,000 calories a day. And, keep on an active lifestyle, where you're actually, using up some of that energy, move around, use your body, live a healthy lifestyle. Exercise, lots of sleep, enough water, and enough food are all crucial parts of living a healthy lifestyle. So, that's ultimately what I recommend. And sugar is not bad. Vegan sweets, if they're low fat, are not bad. I mean, obviously you want to minimize the chemicals that you're consuming just because, you don't really want as many of those in your body as you can fit, but, so long as it's low fat, low protein, high carb stuff, it really doesn't matter if it's sugar or if it's, potatoes, if it's rice. Like, obviously you want that fiber in your system because you want to be pooping regularly, but like, none of these foods are going to make you gain weight in the long term. In the long term, we're all going to end up looking like meth addicts if we eat this way. We're just going to be so skinny, and and that's really what we're looking for, isn't it? Like, I mean, obviously we don't want to look like meth addicts, and you just increase your fat intake once you start getting to that point where you are too skinny. So there's really no issue, there's really no problem, nothing to worry about. And a lot of people say to me, like, considering I eat so few greens, so few veggies on a regular basis, I should be developing some kind of malnutrition or, deficiencies, vitamin deficiencies, mineral deficiencies, whatever. Nothing has happened yet. It's been like about 4.5 years since I went vegan, and I'm still waiting on on those deficiencies. So, I'll let you know when it happens to me, if it ever does. I don't think it's going to. And If it ever does, then you can change your diet back. I promise I'll let you know right away. Other than that, I'm healthy, I'm fit, and you know, I'm 4.5 years high carb, low fat vegan. So smash in all the sugar, rice, potatoes, pasta, fruits, veggies that you want, and you're not gonna get fat, I promise. Same thing goes for sweets. Like I do eat lots of sweets, particularly on days when I'm out of the house a lot, because I just don't have the time to get those calories in of, like, you know, potatoes, rice, pasta, fruits, veggies. So I might just need like a quick energy boost, something sugary and sweet, like quick, you know, so I just have that energy to get through like whatever I'm doing, and you know, then I come home and I'll eat a full meal, and it doesn't matter what time you eat. A lot of people think that it's really important, you know, to eat 5 hours before you go to sleep, you know, like have that long like fasting time before the next breakfast, and I don't think that's really special or good or like going to benefit you in any way. I think, you know, just eat when you're hungry, and if you're hungry right before bed, eat. If you're hungry when you wake up at 3 in the morning to go pee, eat. Like whatever, anytime. Just, you know, feed your body the right foods, high carb, low fat, vegan foods. You can't go wrong. Go vegan.